Hey guys, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Oh my god, you guys. Have you seen Gabbie Hanna's video about Trisha Paytas? Oh my god, you guys. I'm literally spent. I just got done watching it and I'm almost at a loss for words. It is absolutely the most, this whole situation between Gabbie Hanna and Trisha Paytas is absolutely ridiculous to me. It is absolutely ridiculous. Why it is such a big deal about if someone thought they were friends with somebody else and we have to prove that we were friends with somebody because how dare you say we weren't friends when we actually were friends. That whole thing is absolutely ridiculous to me. And I just want to share my thoughts about the whole situation because it is absolutely insane. So if you haven't caught Gabbie Hanna's video about Trisha Paytas, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty freaking entertaining. It's also really, really cringe, but if you don't want to deal with the cringe, then I'm gonna give you the lowdown. So if you're interested in hearing about all that drama, then make sure that you keep on watching.
You have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
oh my god, you guys, I don't even know what I just watched. I really, really don't. So Gabbie Hanna uploaded a video to her YouTube channel. It's about 20 something minutes long, and basically what it is it's like airing the fight that they had on Gabbie's podcast that Gabbie edited out of the podcast. It's basically just playing that for everybody to watch. So this infamous fight that we've heard about where Trisha and Gabbie are like arguing about if they were friends or not, and Gabbie's like, no, I have these receipts, I have these texts, I have so many texts on my phone about how we were friends, how we were this, how we were that. It's just airing, it's like literally just airing the whole fight. And quite honestly, they both look ridiculous in this. They both look absolutely freaking ridiculous. This is like you putting two people, I don't know how to say it without sounding super disrespectful, so I don't, because I don't want to offend any communities. This is not about like their mental health struggles, because both of them do struggle with mental health, but like they both are gaslighting each other. They are both trying to manipulate the conversation in their own way. And really kind of what it showed, really what I got out of seeing that fight is two grown women that are just both trying to so strongly manipulate a conversation and a situation in their favor against each other. It's taking like the two champions of this in the world. It's taking like the SmackDown champion and the Raw champion and putting them in the same ring together, the manipulation ring, and having them just go at it and just see who comes out on top. And I have to say it's a draw. Nobody wins, because the whole situation ends up looking just completely ridiculous for both of them. Gabbie Hanna looks like she needs assistance. She looks like she needs assistance from somebody to help her out, because I just find it absolutely, I don't even know the word for it. It's absolutely insane to me that she has years and years of text messages on her phone. And not only, you guys, in this video, she recorded a voice memo that Trisha Paytas left her and saved it as a receipt. Imagine being friends with somebody and then just like 4 years later, or not even friends, associates with somebody, a coworker with somebody. This is like if your coworker were to send you a voice memo and then you in turn whip out your phone or whip out some sort of device and take a video playing the voice memo out loud so that you have it for later. It absolutely blows my mind that she had that recording of the voice memo. It absolutely completely blows my mind. Who does that? Who, when somebody leaves you a voice memo, takes out some other sort of device and records the voice memo? First of all, I don't know how it was in 2017 with voice memos. I don't remember. But now you can keep them. If somebody sends you a voice memo, you can keep them. So if you decide to pull out another device and record the voice memo from a different device so you can save it, you're literally saving it so that the other person won't know that you're saving it. It's literally the most mind-boggling, crazy, disturbing thing I've heard in a long, long time. Gabbie Hanna needs to go find some assistance somewhere, because this is absolutely mind-boggling to me that she is so hell-bent on proving that she was friends with Trisha Paytas. I'm just gonna let everybody know. I don't know why. Like, this is such Gabbie Hanna. Nobody cares if you were friends with Trisha Paytas or not. I'm just gonna tell you. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares if you're friends with Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas, nobody cares if you're friends with Gabbie Hanna. No one cares if you were friends with each other, okay? You could have been, you could have not been. Who cares? That was 4 years ago. The stuff you're talking about was 4 years ago. We're past it. We've moved on. We're in a different phase of our lives, and we're proud to be there. But I'm going to, like, share some of y'all's thoughts about all of this stuff because it's absolutely just so silly to me. So Liz Hill says, hear me out. The video she put out just further pushes what Trish said, but Gabbie is trying to twist what everything meant and words in her favor. Regardless, I don't understand why she's still so obsessed with this still. And the fact that she edited it like Jesse edited hers is sending me. Nick says, I disagree actually. They shared many intimate details about their life and it's quite clear they were friends at one point. But like regardless if they were or weren't, I don't get what it's meant to prove. Also, there's so much gaslighting on both ends in this video. With the way that I see Trisha Paytas as someone who is very open and shares many, many details about her life with a lot of different people, but doesn't really ever get super close to form an actual bond with them. I feel like she's said this many times, like on the Frenemies podcast and just in her behaviors, is that she will be very open, has a lot of acquaintances, and just is kind of like an open book when it comes to her life and like the private details she shares with people. But she doesn't really consider anybody close enough to her to be a real true friend. She has very, very, very few real true friends. In fact, I think she said that she just doesn't have friends, period. So in contrast, I do believe that Gabbie Hanna is a type of person who maybe feels that when you share these intimate details about your lives with each other and you maybe confide in each other, offer advice, you know, and like those kind of moments are something that helps develop a friendship and create a friendship. And I'll be honest, I kind of am that kind of person as well, where if I share and I have conversations with somebody, I share intimate details. I'm not going to share intimate details with you unless I think that we have a friendship forming. And so I kind of will be in defense of Gabbie Hanna in that sense that I can see based on the text message receipts that Gabbie put in her video, I can see where maybe Gabbie was under the impression that they were forming a friendship. However, I also see Trisha's perspective, and maybe not her perspective because my mind doesn't work that way either. If we're sharing and we're talking and we're connecting emotionally like that about deep issues, then I'm going to think that we're forming a friendship. But I can, knowing how Trisha Paytas is, I can see how, like, maybe Trisha wouldn't consider that a friendship. Either way, you guys, Trisha Paytas is, this whole thing, they both look really, really silly in this whole situation. And, okay, let's see. So, Liz Tate ate a grape says, oh my God, I wish she would just let it go. It's like, talk to your therapist about this and let it blanking go. Yes, not the whole internet, somebody responded. And then somebody says, I believe Gabbie Hanna has a warped sense of reality and sees things in a different light at different times to suit her narrative. This is so cringe. I feel like Gabbie and Trisha are so similar in this way, and both do this, which is why this whole situation is such a mess. I kind of agree. I feel like Gabbie and Trisha are very, very different in the way that they perceive relationships and all of that. I think that one thing they do have in common is that they're both individuals that can be very, very manipulative, and that maybe if it's not their intention to be manipulative, there are people who know how to switch a storyline in their favor, and they're both people who just really are no holds barred when it comes to what they'll do for attention on the internet. I think they're both very much the same in that. And speaking of getting attention on the internet, Trisha Paytas has decided to start a little troll. So this is how Trisha Paytas is responding to this whole situation. She tweeted out today, she tweeted, "Gabbie Hanna is my bestie. Why are you doing this to our friendship, girl? Let's talk. Let's learn. Let's go together. But also, mainly, please don't murder me. Thanks." And I thought that was hilarious. She's clearly trolling there. And then she goes on to say, "Some days you just don't give a blank, you know? Like today is a no blanks given kind of a day." And I'm like, okay. Then, very, very interesting tea, Trisha decides to launch her new album came out today, and she decides to plug her album, new album, trigger warning, out now. You know, some people talk about making music and others just do it, kissy face. Out on iTunes and Spotify now, Sad Boy 2005. That's so funny. She is trolling so hard on this situation, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. And then she goes on to say, "Damn, I'm even starting to wonder if I planned all this for publicity. Ha ha ha, I didn't, but this shit crazy as hell." And yeah, you guys, Trisha, she's trolling at this point. Is she trolling because she realizes everybody's out to get her, and so now she's like backtracking everything, like, "Oh no, it's all a joke. I was just trolling. Like, don't be mad at me. You know I'm a troll. Don't be mad at me. You know I'm a troll." Someone says, "Go back to frenemies, please, 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 please. I don't know." And then Trisha says next Tuesday, which I'm pretty sure is a troll, but I have my notification set to on for the H3 channel just in case Trisha does come back to frenemies. Can you imagine Trisha comes back to frenemies next week and is like, "Haha, we just trolled you guys. Like, like, got you." Can you imagine? I literally would die. I don't know. I wouldn't even be a troll. I really liked the Frenemies podcast, so I really hate that it's gone, and I really want it to come back. So I guess it's like maybe like I'm still in that stage of the grieving process where I'm in denial and I'm like, no, they're just trolling. It's coming back. But I really don't think the frenemies thing is a troll. But the part of me kind of wants it to be. I'm still in that stage of the grieving process, you guys. Please forgive me. I'm trying to make it through. But anyway, that's all I really have to say about this whole Gabbie Hanna and Trisha Paytas situation. If you haven't watched Gabbie's video, if you really want to be cringed out for 22 minutes or something like that, then definitely go ahead. If not, just know that it's two grown women trying to emotionally manipulate each other back and forth about a situation that happened in 2016 and 2017. And it is like, really, when it gets down to the bottom of it, no, not a single person cares if they were friends or not, or anything that they're talking about, except for both of them. So anyway, do with that information what you will. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, you guys. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all of my future videos when they do post. And you can follow me on all of my social media at Beauty by Shelby. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Beauty by Shelby. And I'll leave that right up there on the screen for you so you can see it. If you're enjoying the Beauty by Shelby vibes and want to see some more, then YouTube should be suggesting a couple videos down below for you to choose from. But if you're just here to catch up on this Gabbie Hanna, Trisha Paytas drama, girl, I don't blame you. It is getting hilarious and cringe and real out there. Thank you so much for your view. Love you so. Thank you so much for watching today's video, you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,